Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another gorgeous day in the garden. We just got back from Texas where we were doing the Fluid Art experience and we had such an amazing time with you guys. Thank you all to everybody who was there. It was an amazing event. I had so much fun meeting all of you and hugging all of you and putting faces to the names, and you guys are you're amazing. So thank you so much to everybody who was there. I hope you guys had a good time too. In the Fluid Art experience, I taught ring pours and wandering ring pours, and we didn't really do straight pours. So today we're going to be doing 3 straight pours on a canvas in a beautiful kind of galactic palette with some Prussian Blue and Dioxizine Purple and Quinacridone Magenta and a few of this little Piggy Pigments thrown in there for good measure. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a 24 by 30 inch gallery wrapped canvas. I have taped the back and put my push pins in, and I have also painted the sides and edges with my Prussian Blue. Let me show you my colors. Everything tonight is mixed with Liquitex Gloss Medium and Floetrol. This is my Dioxizine Purple, and to this I have added some of this little Piggy Pigment in Nightfall. Where is it? Here it is. Dioxizine Purple plus Nightfall. And this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see that shimmer in there, but it's so pretty. Gorgeous color. I really love Dioxazine Purple, in case you guys didn't know. Not too thick, just barely leaving a little mound before it sinks straight into itself. Okay, the next one we're using is our DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. My blingy friend. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So at the Fluid Art experience, the biggest thing everybody was telling me that they wanted to figure out was consistency. And I hope that by showing it to you like this, you get a better idea. One of the interesting things we did at the Fluid Art experience was we used mostly mix pour. You can get your own mix pour by emailing Krista at krista8974@gmail.com. And it was wonderful. It was so nice because the Floetrol that I had brought was actually super thin and it wasn't working. And one of the things we were talking about was thicker consistency paint to have more control over your composition and your tilting. Today, of course, we're going back to thin paint, which I think Elaine Burton was like, "What? You taught me to use thick paint and now you're doing thin?" We love you, Elaine. It was so nice to meet you guys. I had such a good time. It was amazing. Anyway. Back to the painting. This is my Golden's Prussian Blue, and to this I have added this little Piggy Pigment in Sapphire. So this is real pretty. There are a lot of bubbles in here, but that's just from stirring a lot. So that's our Prussian Blue. Next we are using Golden's Quinacridone Violet, which is a beautiful color. Very pretty. Kind of cherry-ish almost, but very I see something in my paint. If you see something in your paint, get it out before you start pouring it on the canvas. Okay, so this is Quinacridone Violet from Golden. I have not put anything in that one. And then last but not least, it started out as Amsterdam Pure White, and then I put a shot of Golden's Pearl, Iridescent Pearl in there, and then I added some of this little Piggy Pigments in Comet, which is beautiful. This one has an amazing violet iridescence to it, a violet shift to it, so it's really pretty. I can actually see little tiny bits of it on top, which is kind of nice. So if you want to add your piggies to your paint, what I did this time was I mixed up all the paint how I normally do. Then I took one of these little tiny Dixie cups and I put that much paint in the bottom of it, and then I added my scoop of piggies and mixed that up really well, and then I added this to that. So if you just take a scoop and you dump it in there, you're gonna have a mess. So mix small quantities. Okay, get these out of the way. We will get started. Okay, so that's our Amsterdam Titanium White plus Pearl plus this little piggy in Comet. Okay, so the game plan is, this is a 24 by 30 inch gallery wrapped canvas. For that size, we need about 25.7 ounces of paint. I have these 3 lovely little 9-ounce cups here. 3 times 9 is 27. So we're gonna have about 27 ounces of paint on there. I'm perfectly okay with that. I also have a flow extender that does not have the piggies in it. It's just Prussian Blue. So we're gonna do 3 straight pours out of these 3 cups, and I'm going to layer them as a dirty pour. So let's get started. We're going to put some of our Prussian Blue in first, into the bottom of all of them. And then we're going to put a shot of the Dioxizine Purple in there from up high because we want it to sink. And then we're going to put the world's smallest amount of white in each of them. Because I do want these to stay dark and galactic, but I do want something to break up all the dark colors. The Quinacridone Violet. And we're going to go back and do it again. The whole idea with a straight pour is you want the paint to sink underneath the surface. I think we have enough for just a little bit of gold. And one more teeny tiny shot of white. Okay, so I'm going to put those over there for the moment. Bring this back here. Okay. So where are we going to do these? We're going to pour them into a puddle of gold. So the first one's going to be about here, the second one's going to be about there, and the third one's going to be about there. So let's pour the middle one first. Now the top of that cup is so pretty, right? Can you see that, HMA? Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. We're going to do the center one first. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, madam. Je suis prêt.
We're going to go from up high, and I'm not going to let it do that drippy thing in the middle. I'm going to catch the drip. Here we go. Okay. Catch the drip. That was very good. Lots and lots of air bubbles in there, but that's okay. All right, we're going to go over here next. Okay, again, from up high, here we go. Okay, good. Now we're going to move over here. Good. Okay. Let's give this a quick torch and let it develop for a second. So interesting to me that we layered all three of them the same. In this one I see a lot of the Prussian around the edge, then the Dioxazine Purple, and there's a lot of magenta and some little gold cells. And just a tiny bit of white, which is perfect. This one I see the darker, then there's more magenta and there's more of that lighter white area in there. And this one hasn't quite developed yet, so that's pretty cool. And I love that, like, chaos in a cup. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. So we're going to take our flow extender now, just the same Prussian Blue we used earlier. This one does not have any piggies in it though. We're going to go around our pour. This is our flow extender to let the pour slide around easy and move easily. This is the color that I have painted the sides and edges, Golden's Prussian Blue. Okay, we're going to spread that out. And we're going to have this touching the pour. That's the whole point of this. We don't want that to roll over itself and eat our design, our composition. We want to have it moving smoothly and sliding easy on the canvas. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay. We're going to torch this one more time. Alright. Let's tilt this out. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, ma'am. I am ready.
Okay. So we're going to spread this around a little bit before we start taking any paint off. To just sort of distribute the weight of it evenly. Because we do have enough paint on there, but I don't know that I have enough that I'm ready to start tilting a lot of it off yet. Without covering more of the canvas first. And let this glide. This way now, go off this edge. And this way, and let that slide down. And go this way. Take some of that bottom off. You need to get that last corner down there at the bottom. So we're just gonna let that float. You notice I'm not wiggling it side to side. I'm just letting it go pretty much in up and down and then side to side. And now when we're close to the corner, I am tilting it to get it off that corner. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool already. Okay, we're going to take this back down now and open up this top edge. Ooh, go away, bud. Oops. Splattered paint. Oops. Okay, so it's not moving very, very fast now, which is good. It's still moving a little bit, which is fine. Because as this stretches out, it's going to stretch out this top layer of paint on here and allow some cells to pop up for us, like these little gold ones that are right there. That's really pretty. You're going to come down this way just a little bit. Introduce a little bit of a curve there. What do you think, HOA?
I think it's awesome. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, look at you. To see what's going on over there, what that is. Is that a lump? Or did I splatter the painting? Which is possible. Okay. Keep it stick. Didn't splatter it. Make a little scoop out of it. I don't like that. I'm gonna do like on a finger dip. And get rid of it. That worked pretty good, actually. Okay, we're going to touch up the sides and edges. Make sure everything's covered. Okay. That's pretty good. This looks pretty good. Okay. So that's kind of awesome. We're going to torch this one more time. Believe it or not, I still see air bubbles in there. And that's partially because I literally just mixed the paint like maybe 10 minutes before we started shooting. Paper towel is kind of thrashed here. But this is really pretty. I actually really like that I can still see where all 3 pores were. And I love there's these Quinacridone Violet cells popping up in there. I love that splash of color from the Quinacridone Violet. Really pretty blues and golds and purples all throughout the rest of it. Very galactic. So this is kind of cool. Now we're starting to get some of these nice big boulder cells. And so we're going to torch it now. Okay, so this is looking kind of awesome. And the thing that I really love about Dirty Cup Straight Pours is this. Like, this mishmash of all of these colors, but I still see each of them individually. It's kind of amazing to me. So I am actually really digging on this right now. I think this is going to dry beautifully, especially with that gold in there. And I'm very glad that we used the little tiny bit of white that we did. Otherwise, this would have been really a lot darker. It would have been beautiful, but it would have been a lot darker. So this little bit of white is lightening it up in a few areas. That's giving us more contrast. So this is pretty cool. I will show you this one when it's dry. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We'll be right back. So I wanted to show you guys some dried results. This one was Clouds of Azurite. This one was the straight pour that we did with all those beautiful blues and the turquoise colors. We did get some green in there from using the 24 karat gold as well. And then we did the small ring pour in the very center at the end, which turned out really, really pretty. But this one's very cool. I really love all these little floating gold cells, like champagne bubbles. And this one was the Dirty Cup Straight Pour. This one was Clouds of Azurite. Turned out pretty neat. Let me go get the other ones. Okay, so this was the 16-inch round convexo canvas with the Dirty Cup Straight Pour on there. This one was called Lightning. I'm hoping you guys can see it better than I can. Beautiful gold floaty cells. This one was with mix. So pretty. Oh good, you can't see it. Beautiful lines on this one. Really, really nice. I like this piece a lot. I'm gonna get the other one, hang on. Okay, so this one was the second one that we did, the twofer, with the hands-off handles. That was also a Dirty Cup Straight Pour with the same colors as that other one in Lightning, but this one is really cool. Hoping you guys can see that sparkly stuff from where we sprinkled the piggies on there. I don't know if it's picking it up. A little bit right there, but it actually looks really cool in person. So that might be something to explore a little bit more using it like that. There we go, can't see it there. Very pretty effect. So I'm gonna play with that some more. I do love these little floaty antique copper cells. Really pretty. And this was Pearl and Prussian Blue, or Payne's Gray, sorry. Pearl and Payne's Gray and gold and the antique copper. Really pretty. And I have one more to show you. So this one I'm actually completely in love with. This was Snow Pearl Mountain. This is a 24 by 36 that we did. And these details in here are just amazing. It's so pretty. Just gorgeous. This was that part up there at the top that I wasn't sure I liked. I tilted some of it off, but this part got stretched out a lot and it's like super poofy clouds. And just really beautiful. Nice boulder cells. That's gold. I hope you guys can see that blinging because it's blinging at me. This was the permanent maroon and the Prussian blue and the white. There's our Snow Pearl Mountain. And these fingerlings in here are so pretty. Just this very delicate, glowing, shimmering gorgeousness. And I really like this bottom section too. Very, very cool. So this one turned out really awesome. I might have to hang this one up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go see if the triple straight pour we did is dry enough to bring out and shoot an outro for you for. So we'll be right back. Okay. So no, not quite dry enough to stand it up yet, but you can see where it is drying around the edges. Really pretty. I love how this one turned out. This was the 3 Dirty Cup straight pours that we did with 24 karat gold and the Dioxizine Purple and Quinacridone Violet and the Prussian Blue and a little bit of white. But this edge, let me see if I can zoom in more. This corner is gorgeous. I can't wait to show you this one dry and in the sun because it's going to be amazing. Not sure what's making that shadow on there right now. But I love how you can see all the gorgeous colors. And these cells are just amazing. Beautiful halo around them. Really pretty. I love this part. Very nebula-like. So I will show you this one when it's completely dry, probably in the next video, but I think I'm caught up yet, so. This was awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Thank you again to everybody who could join us in Texas at the Fluid Art Experience. For everyone who couldn't be there, we completely understand, and hopefully we will see you at the next one, because it was a lot of fun, and we're planning bigger and better in Vegas. Thanks for being with me, guys. I will see you real soon. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. What you doing then? You sitting with the Thanksgiving cactus? Say hi, everybody. The dog is inside eating with Daddy. So I came out here to have my lunch. Zen actually really likes flowers. He's really cute. When there's roses around, he'll come over and delicately sniff the roses. It's actually kind of adorable. Hi. These are Thanksgiving cactus, which interestingly actually bloomed at Halloween, but they've kept blooming, which is nice. I will put a card with the actual name of them on there